Let me guess, you export a pandas data frame to Excel and it looked like this. Messy, right? Dates are weird, numbers have no commas, currency looks like plain text, and ultimately you're manually fixing formats in Excel. Today I will show you how to automatically generate beautifully formatted Excel reports from Python. Dates, accounting, formats, commas, all done in code and ready to send out to your manager or anyone else. Or you can also put them on task scheduler or workflow libraries like Prefect or Airflow. Let's dive into VS Code. Right, so I will be using IPython notebook. You can do that by going to File, New File, and from here you just have to select Jupyter Notebook. Right, so we'll be using pandas and openpyxl. So let's import the two libraries. Import pandas as PD, import openpyxl, and from openpyxl.utils we will also import get column letter. Let's run this. We have the imports done. Now let's open up a new function. So we'll say def, give the function name. We define df as data frame. We define path, the path of the file, and then we give two default variables, sheet name and index. Index will be false as default, and if you want to write the Excel file by another sheet name or tab name, you can just use that here. Right, so let's create a Python Excel writer object. This will let you write out your Excel files. So we give it path, and the second variable we will give it engine. Keep in mind that we will have to use openpyxl because openpyxl is needed for interaction with the individual cell formatting and individual cells properties. We say as writer. Next, we export the data frame like we do normally. So we say df.toXL, and here instead of adding the location of the export file, we will say writer. Second argument, we will give the sheet name. So whatever sheet name we give here in the function, that is a sheet name that will be available here. And then finally we say index equals index. So whatever index we select here, it's going to reflect here as well. Finally, let's select the worksheet. So let's add the code here. So we say worksheet equals writer.sheets, and then whatever sheet name you give here, it's going to select here. So this worksheet variable here, this is basically going to save sheet 1 here, which we added here. Alright, so next we start writing our loop. So we say for column ID and column name, because we are going to need both. We say in, enumerate, and then we say df.columns and start 1. So basically this is going to loop through all of the columns one by one, starting from 1. Then we define a new variable called column letter. This is going to save the column letter, and here we are going to give the column number, and that will convert it into column letters. So let's do that here. So we say openpyxl.utils.get column letter, and then we feed this the column index or the column number. So 1 is going to convert this to A. So for example, if this value equals 1, this value is going to be A. If this is 2, this is going to be B, and so on and so forth. Finally, we save the data type of the specific column inside dtype variable. Next, we start our if-else loop, which is going to determine what data type will have what kind of number format. So let's start adding that. So if our data type equals date times 64, then our date format will be, or number format will be MTYY. You can change this as per your requirement. Next, if the data type equals float, then we use this specific number format. I'm going to show you later on what this format means. Else, if the format is in one of the integers 64, then we add comma to it. Then we finally say else, continue. So if none of above matches, we just continue our code. Finally, we apply the format. So let's do that. We open another loop. So we say for cell in worksheet. So let me add some code here, and then I'll explain how it's working. So basically this here is column letters. So for example, this is A. So this becomes A2, and this becomes A, and worksheet.max row is going to save the maximum row. So this becomes A2 through A10. And in next for loop or next iteration of this loop, this will become B. So this becomes B2 through B10, assuming that the max row equals 10. This is what this line is doing. Let's move on to next line. We say for C in cell, because this is going to apply the formatting cell by cell. And we finally say if value equals not none, if value is not none, then we apply the actual format. So we say c.number format equals number format. So the number format is going to come from any of these, one of these, which we stored above. So function is complete. Let's run the function, and let's create a dummy pandas data frame. So let's do that. Going to say df equals speeder data frame, and then going to build these columns. So we have date column, sales column, profit, quantity, and a product column. Next, we fix the column type. So we make sure that the sales, profit are float 64, quantity is integer 64. And once data frame is created, let's look at the data types. So we have datetime 64, float, integer, and object. You might have noticed that we have not defined any condition for the object data type. So the object data type will stay as it is. We don't want to format it or apply anything to it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to first export the data frame as it is. So we'll say df.toXL, message report.xlsx, and index will be false. So let's run it. Let's look at what the file has been created. So we say message report, we open it, and you see date time, sales, quantity, all of this is in a raw format and not really formatted. So let's close this. Let's actually keep this open so we can compare this side by side. Next, we call the function that we wrote. So we call this function here. You open the function, it should ask us the parameters accept. So we say data frame, path, and then we have two default items which we really don't need to define unless we need to. Let's just give it a file name. So we say df, and the second parameter would be file name. So we say, let's just call it fixed underscore report.xlsx. Index is default. Index is by default as false, so we don't really have to define it here. As you can see, false by default. Let's run this. Ran successfully. Let's see the file that is created. That says fixed report. Let's open it up, and you can see. Let's open this up side by side. Let me fix the column length a bit. So select all columns, auto width. Let's do the same for this one. Zoom in a bit, and you see this difference. So if we hover over this, you can see it's not going to show here. So let's maximize this. So you see we have the date format, and if I select the format cells, I'm going to go to custom, and you can see this is the custom date format which we applied for sales. I'm going to do the same thing. Go to format, go to custom, and you will see this is the actual accounting format which we have. You can also change this. So for example, if you want to apply currency, you can apply currency here, and then you go to custom, and then you just copy and paste this and modify this line here with the format option you need. Profit is also in accounting, quantity is number, which is correct, and the product column is as it is because we did not really do anything with the object data type. This pattern is incredibly powerful. You can plug this into reporting pipelines, schedule jobs, or automation tools like Airflow, Prefect, or Power Automate. One function, infinitely clean Excel reports. If you found the video helpful, hit like, it really helps the channel. Subscribe to Data Corner for more real-world Python, automation, and data engineering tips. In the next video, we are going to fix the format of these columns. We are going to apply freeze in the first row, and we are also going to apply auto filter here. So you don't have to apply filter each time. Alright, so I'll see you in the next video. Happy coding.